This week in public comments.
And the mayor gave me her list of all the people that worked here that she thought were wrong for the city and wanted to see terminated. I came in gaslit. I came in with that hit list. And if you look at the old tape, I was hard as hell on staff. And then I got in here and started to realize quickly after she put the fox in the hen house that I had been used.
She lied to you. She used you like she uses everyone.
She told me when she did the seating arrangement, she was going to put Ponce next to her to help her vote.
I figured that one out already.
The other thing is that once the city manager came in, when she approached me and said that she had a city manager, I blindly followed the mayor and I gave her my support, and we brought in somebody that we all know was unqualified.
Really?
No, he sucked.
The interim city manager sent a letter to Mr. Hill committing 10% of an $8.2 million grant, which is over $800,000 that exceeds the discretion of a city manager.
Wow, almost 800 grand worth.
We have said we're going to give $800,000 to an individual that didn't go through a competitive process, that was not sanctioned by the council, and in fact, we don't have the cash for that.
Are you nuts? We don't have that kind of money.
The truth is, what we are dealing with tonight isn't about transparency or accountability. It's about one person, Councilmember Jason Lee, and on his ongoing mission to defame, to slander, and to tear down the reputation of our former interim city manager.
I'm not going to stand around and let a man with his reputation get treated with about as much respect as this live bait.
We end up spending our time putting on these congressional styling hearings where Councilmember Lee is the main attraction and star of the show. He's turning the city hall into a reality show.
Oh, I hate reality shows.
It's the waste of everyone's time and energy. On top of that, he has disrespected his fellow council members and the taxpayers of Stockton by threatening.
Point of order. Are we talking about? We're talking about a misuse.
Excuse me. First of all,
Here we go again.
I need to know
which order. That's what
which item.
Rosenberg's Rules of Order requires you to acknowledge
Yes.
my motion, my
Hear
point
it.
of order. So
So
can you
which
hear it?
item?
Okay. So my point of order is: this is not a kangaroo court to talk about
No,
me. It's to talk about the agenda. Hold on, Mayor. Let me finish my point of order. Okay.
You need to cite.
No, let me
which-
finish.
I have
You will
mic
let
still.
me finish the
And
point
then
of
we
order.
can
See, the problem is my point of order.
Point of order. Hey, point of order. This is totally unfair.
And it is for a special meeting-led discussion regarding potential charter violations, abuse of authority, and possible misuse of public funds, direction to staff on next steps, and possible referrals to relevant agencies. What I'm hearing, instead of there being questions around the packet that's been presented, is I've heard all of you show up as his defense attorneys.
I got the worst fucking attorneys.
The discussion should be relevant to the subject matter, and it is not a personal attack. What's becoming personal is the cover-up that's happening up here on
So,
this dais in front of us.
I hear your point of order.
So keep it on the subject matter. Keep it on the subject matter,
Can you?
please.
Okay.
All right, then we can get back to business.
So
That's all
in
I'm
the
asking.
future, please provide which Rosenberg rule that you are referencing.
In the future, lead the meeting under the rules that you establish.
We are.
Okay.
But if you're going to point of order.
Mayor, I don't
you
have an
need to make
intention to go back
sure
and forth with
that-
you to make this a zoo.
Let's go right now. Let's go to the zoo.
Ray, the zoo, you know, fucking zoo's closed, right?
Go ahead and
I'm not
focus on the
making
matter
it
in
easy.
front of the public. Let's deal with this matter. We have a letter here to the state saying that
Okay,
this man
Councilmember
authorized $800,000.
Villapudua.
Already, all right, will you chill out?
Councilmember
continue,
Villapudua.
Mayor?
The floor is yours for the.
Thank you.
243.
Yes! Thank you, finally, huh?
Let's be honest, the only reason Councilman Lee is kicking and screaming and yelling right now is because of his own conflict of his nonprofit. The one he founded and still leads
Okay, point
was a
of order,
night
point of
access
order.
of $58
What's
million in
relevant
public
to this?
Please
funds.
pause the time.
What is the relevance?
He's talking
Okay,
about
do you want to talk
B-chip.
about you
The
molesting your
item is
niece?
Damn!
What? Let's
Out
talk
of order,
about
out
it.
of order,
What do you
out
want
of
to talk
order.
about?
We will call for a
about it.
recess.
Brando
I'm calling for an
Brando
immediate
Epstein.
recess.
Let's talk about
Please
it.
turn off the
Let's
microphone.
talk about it.
when you read the council policy as somebody who's been molested, sitting here and saying and advocating.
Okay, I will say point of order on that.
Hold on. Let me state my point of order.
All right, well, you talk a little voice.
Okay, so I endorsed you, I supported you, my team supported you, and I helped fund it.
I hope you can get your money back.
Councilmember Lee and his friends did not contribute $50,000, $70,000 to my campaign. You can view it all on the city's website.
I knew it. Girls lie. They lie right to your face.
This is simply a discussion on referring it to an agency to let them fact find the same way you did Wild 'N Out and every other thing that you thought there were some questions. And I think that what's good for the goose should be good for the gander, and anything different doesn't pass the smell test.
Listen. You smell something?
Councilwoman Ponce.
Thank you, Mayor.
You obviously have a wonderful economy with words. I look forward to your next syllable with great eagerness.
I am grateful for this meeting and the opportunity to prove to the public that we are committed to transparency as we have nothing to hide. I have studied this project, and I must say that this is something that I could support. We're talking about minimal contribution on the city's part that will provide much-needed housing.
Point of order, Mayor. Point of order.
At least you tried.
We need to keep the discussion strictly to the item. That is what you said, and that is what I'm committed to doing.
Councilwoman Ponce, do you have something directly about possible misuse of funds, charter violations, abuse of authority?
Thank you, Mayor. No, not at this moment.
All right then, no speech.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. And I sure hope my questions followed the agenda. I don't want to be attacked by any means.
Point of order.
In this case.
Point of order.
Oh, boy.
Enforcing the rules that govern how we do business for the city is not bullying. And I think to continue the racial trope and build this perception that I am attacking you or hurting you.
You had to play the race card.
Does issuing any commitment letter outside of spending authority constitute any criminal offense or evidence of fraud, personal financial gain, or intentional misuse of public funds?
So the most I can say in this meeting is that maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
The rule is the city manager does not have the authority to commit more than $100,000. Even if he didn't authorize $824,000, which is the 10% match, because it says we'll provide the match. He's in the email with you copied on it discussing providing $300,000, which still exceeds by 200%.
All paid for by the American taxpayer.
The other thing is I want to note for the record how much you all are defending this matter and this person, and how you all did not spend a fraction of this on the other investigations.
They're covering their ass by pointing fingers at us.
We don't know what was sent out or not because we don't have an auditor here to testify to that. We don't have a budget officer. We don't have a CFO, an AFCFO, and we don't have a director of procurement. What we have is council members defending the action of an individual who is already under an investigation for submitting a fraudulent budget, for destruction of DEI.
Somebody's angling for Employee of the Month.
Once it's looked at from people outside this council, then we can determine whether or not there's a conspiracy, whether or not there's a collusion, whether or not there's other people involved, whether or not this decision came from other places. Because even sitting up here watching everybody reading from prepared notes and phones and computers and all this and that, I don't know who's talking. What I know is that I didn't come in here with pre-written notes. I just have documents that have come from this organization.
Point of order. Make sure we stay on.
Oh, yeah, it is fraud and conspiracy, because I do believe that there is a conspiracy now to evade.
It didn't say conspiracy.
Okay.
You guys, I think this whole thing is a conspiracy.
This city manager right here wouldn't do it. He would bring it here to council and let us fight it out in the public, and that's the proper way to do it. What we know for sure is that we let the fox in the hen house and he ate up all the hen.
Delicious.
There's a political corruption unit at the district attorney's office. There's the attorney general's office. All I'm saying is What harm is it in simply sending the referral and letting them do the work? Not to mention, it won't cost us or the taxpayers any time.
It's a win-win.
I mean, I think it makes sense to send these allegations because clearly our city attorney, she can't tell us the legal aspects. That's, if it's criminal or not, she's not a criminal attorney. So it does make sense to me to do that.
It's just common sense.
So we have a motion and a second that contained a friendly amendment. Okay? Council, please vote. Motion carries 7-0.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Help us strike back. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Your click is our weapon.